Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Champions Arena. Today is round 9 in season 1. And before we begin, I'd like to ask that you guys leave a like, a comment, as well as subscribing to the Champions Arena YouTube channel to keep updated on information regarding the organization. And without further delay, let's jump right into game 1, guys.
And we should be dropping in right now, actually. They should all be... Hello?
Very centralized around
Very
PV right now. Maybe a little bit to the south of PV.
Yeah, possible chance here for maybe a Ruby Lake, a Veshine's Peak, if it pulls that far. Judging by that nobody spawned over Cranberry, like, directly into the residential area, I'm going to say it's probably going to land somewhere closer to Spence Hills, Cranberry in here.
You're saying Spence Hills. I'm going to take a
Spence.
fly. I'm going Runamuck Lake. I'm doing Greens Overlook, Runamuck Lake finish. Let's see what happens. These guys are now parachuting in. We are checking out Snotty G, who got a car immediately in PV. Number of players off in residential as well. Ping locked, found himself a cop car, driving around trying to find a safe house to loot him. With Mitch's Gaming right up the street and Animated in the area. OG3 player also with a vehicle, deciding to get out of residential.
Yeah, Pinglock's stealing that car there off the launch from Animated and got out of there. Didn't go as far as we've normally seen. Typically, we pick people that like to take off to some random corner of the map with their vehicles. He's just going to go and try and get a weapon real quick, though. And let's go ahead and get down to the south side of PV here. And it looks like we have a grouping of players. So we got Get Rich. Let's hop on board with him. And he has heard Dano and is watching him like a hawk at the moment. And here it comes. Steps out with the shotgun.
Sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I had to. Nah, I don't care, dude.
Rips the first shot, doesn't connect. Connects the second one into Dano. Gets the one shot.
I think he terrified Dano just then.
Felt terrible about it. Apologized. Dano took it well. So
I think he scared the crap out of Dano just then. It was just one of those. Dano thought he was alone, and then all of a sudden, surprise, shotgun.
Gotcha.
Yeah, exactly. GG though, good sportsmanship there.
Yeah, I like seeing those. Those are always funny. Those brief conversations.
Number of players in Cranberry, Hoppybot on the north end, F in America in a building on the south end, and right across the street, Tree. There's that. Oh, it's Tiger across the street. Tiger?
T-I-E? I'm gonna go with Tiger.
Tiger. Ice and Sea goes down to Pie Man's AR elsewhere on the map.
And we both lose. It is all the way down to Ruby Lake, Veshine's Peak.
Oh, you called Ruby Lake. You called a little bit of Spence
Hills. I got Spence. I get a half a win here. You get a 100% loss. This is not run amok. You failed.
Way off.
But I'll take a half win.
Plastic with 3 Qs already in the safe zone. He's
Rod just got himself a kill. Not sure who he took out.
I like how Plastic with 3 Qs actually changed his name to Plastic with 3 Qs today. Because that's what we were calling him anyway. He's going to have a nice little time in the safe zone. Ooh, shotgun blast.
Fast camera. Yeah, we got a fight here between YouTube Crew Denson versus Remix. Remix actually steps out far enough that Crudson is able to step in and take off the helmet. Remix, I believe, did back up and went outside, if it'll let me switch. Yeah, he does back up outside, gets himself a nice pillar in the back. These leave you really exposed from the outer sides, and it does look like Big K is slowly moving this direction. That number's getting smaller for the distance. And Dazzle chokes on gas. Dazzle must have never made it out of the loading from the Box of Destiny.
Possibly. I have not seen that before.
Dazzle did not beat the first boss to enter the game, and he's going to go ahead and die to the...
Hopefully we get a little bit more information on that, because I have not seen that before.
I've seen it before, and that's typically what it is. Ooh, Crudson actually looked like he was moving back towards him.
This fight might continue. Crudson might be feeling a little bit adventurous after pulling that helmet off. OGH3 player gets a kill. I
think he's looking for a way around. Yeah, OGH3 taken out with a head tap there onto 803. Crudson trying to do some sneaky maneuvers here.
I like this parkour action. Remix can't 2-tap. Probably has no idea that he's up on this roof right now, because this roof is basically inaccessible unless you do crazy parkour.
He's going to try and do the... Oh, I thought he was about to hop up and try and do the exact same thing that Crudson did. Crudson now no longer has any idea that Remix is here either. They've both rotated out and around past each other.
They're both trying to get smart against each other, but they don't know that the other player's playing smart as well. It's pretty interesting little interaction here, and I think they're both playing so smart that there might not even be a fight, but Crudson now sees Remix can't two-tap, hiding behind the dumpster. He might have an idea at this point with his placement behind that dumpster. Crudenson definitely sees can't two-tap.
Gonna be inside here and really close to Big K soon, though. Big K one building over from him. And Heston gonna go down. See if we can find some people who are a little bit closer together.
A lot of players still playing the Cranberry area. It's Pieman just being shot at by Lenara?
I believe so. Either he was being shot at or he was shooting.
There it is. Lenara takes down Pieman with possible two-tap.
Footsteps right here. Crudson right on Remix, and he's just gonna eat him.
Crudson played a really smart game just then against Remix can't two-tap. That was fun to watch. If you need a little bit of an example of how positioning can win you a battle when you know someone's there, just watch what Crudenson just did, because that was all the rotations, the parkour to get on the roof. I mean, Remix can't two-tap had no idea where Crudenson was going. Soupsers goes down pretty early to Smitty.
Won game 3?
I believe so, yeah.
He won a game in the past two events for sure.
He's ranked 11th overall, so going down in 54th position, probably gonna hurt a little bit for Soupsers.
Dinksy there in a fight with OGH3. Let's see if we can get there in time.
OGH3 is always fun to watch. He loves to take these fights. He's so aggressive. Dinksy losing armor, bleeding, but still in this fight. It's nothing bad or too bad. Nothing he has to back out of.
I don't expect Zinxie to back out of this. Losing the makeshift, you're still at 100%. You're basically 4-shot. It's the same thing as just not having an armor. You're going to continue that fight. OGH3 definitely ahead, though, in the situation. At least possibly in resources. And a grenade comes out, and that is going to be short. And OGH3 going to get ripped up by Zinxie there.
That was a laser beam.
Yeah, absolutely lasers him there. Kind of a weird angle to do it from as well.
Zinxie was pushed wide out into the open, didn't have any cover at all, and then just somehow, like, aim incredibly on point.
He had to have most likely taken him through the window, I'm assuming. Through the front window, through the back window, right through here. That's kind of a weird shot to hit, though. Definitely a weird angle, especially when you're lower on the ground, so he's got the height of the car.
That was impressive.
Yeah, good shots.
OGH3 just died.
Yeah, no headshots either, so he landed 4 of those shots there.
A lot of players finally making their way in. Tom Dez, I'm sure, has a plan up at the very northern part of the map. Nalin and Dink might be in a little bit of trouble. They were out very far to the west. Meowth. We haven't seen Meowth in a minute. Meowth has a Jeep rolling around Legend's position.
Yeah, that's who he was on when I was trying to teleport, and it looked like he may have been looking for that fight. They were traveling towards each other. It looks like they were actually in a fight. Legend had been hit. It looks like Meowth may have lost sight of him, and Legend's going to be able to get away and heal up.
Yeah, Legend made his way into the city.
Ooh, possible fight here between Get Rich.
I think we're going to run into that problem again. If you see a lot of these players who are just now getting out of Pleasant Valley, the last time we had a finish like this, they all got stuck in the water trying to cross into the safe zone, and a lot of people died that way. We also had a lot of people choking on gas. So these players really need to make a fast decision right now to find a vehicle or to get in their vehicle and start making their way to the safe zone. Otherwise, they are going to be trapped, and they're going to be pretty upset at how their early game went if they choke on gas in the mid game. Get Rich TV rotating around. Ryda falling out, taking some shots from the AK. Ryda now at the rock, and he's going to peek it. There it is. This fight is happening. Ryda gets lit, bleeding a little bit. Get Right. Some nice peek shots over this ridgeline that he has, and now he's firing into the police car of Ryda. I don't think Ryda fully understands that his cop car was getting hit there.
I'm not sure if he's hitting it or pre-firing. The little dots get a little screwy with the spectate camera, so I'm not quite sure if it's hitting the vehicle or not. He might have just been pre-firing the corner.
Okay.
Gets the helmet there on the pre-fire, though, and Ryda gonna go down to 70% there, and he is. He's just trying to work the car. You were right. You called it. He's just slowly eating the car while Ryda has to heal up. Ryda now realizes this, hops in the car, and tries to get out of there. He's gonna be able to get it behind the ridgeline and at least get safe for a second. He is out, though, and looking to continue this fight.
Wesmer going down in 48th place to a frag grenade from Smexy. He's not going to be happy about that one.
Ryda now rotating again as these two just continue to play cat and mouse with each other in the car. Both of them playing the role of the cat, though, looking to get the kill.
It's a rotation battle at this point.
It's hard to do anything other than that once you're in this level of open field. They've filled in a lot of these spots across the map to have a lot more tree covered now, similar to the Z1 map. But down here in the south side and a couple spots north, there is some serious open field areas where this ends up being what the battles are, and I don't think we're going to get to see this.
A lot of times with these fights is it's just wearing down the vehicle of your opponent, and then the fight may or may not continue until somebody's vehicle is blowing up, and that's when you really push the issue. It's just rotating, taking damage on your car. Ooh, Kemp popping out right next to Prod H1, taking a lot of shots into his police car. It looks like he damaged him as well. Prod is bleeding, and Kemp is on the chase.
Dial, I think, just went down to sides, I believe, as
Prod
well.
knows that this fight's going to happen. Hop out. Kemp hops out with the shotgun, takes down Prod H1 with a shotgun blast. Prod was bleeding. He knew he had to stop. He knew he was going to be chased the whole way, so he had to take the fight while he still had a lot of health left, and just took the shotgun blast.
Still one of those situations I don't like putting myself into, man. My shotgun's never going to work like that in the close range. I can snipe you with it all day. It's never going to work close range for me, though. I don't like chasing into shotgun rushes. Buffalo and Britt, though, here across the water. It looks like Buffalo was just kind of checking this corner, seeing if he could get a shot, or this ridgeline to get a shot onto Britt, or Bert. My dyslexia will fix itself eventually. And he is going to pull up and go for this fight right at perfect grenade range. That should drop right over the back of it with the max throw. Right at that roughly 55 to 60 meter mark. If he can get back in there again and get another nade throw off, he damaged the car enough that it no longer has boost. That ATV is shot.
I think what scared Buffalo away was
the other throw.
Bert throwing a nade right back at him. He might not have expected that.
I think he was just trying to probably protect the car. You don't want your vehicle to take the damage.
Especially in an end zone like this. There's so many places where you can just kind of drive around, reposition, find a nice forest, find a nice ridge line, and if you don't have a car, a lot of that place is going to be open area where just running across a big field or having to run across the water. Although at the very end of the game, we might get a Vishan's Peak ending, which is insanity.
Nara and AZ.
And one shot. All on top of each other. Looked like Tom Dez finally made his way out of the gas. One shot. Raining down shots right now on AZ. AZ just rotating the police car. Finally has a happy place where he wants to take the fight. And one shot rains down a gas grenade right on AZ's police car. AZ's going to have to bail. One shot hops into his Jeep and might want to press the issue still. But AZ's already out. And, ooh, hunting rifle comes out from AZ. One shot is going to rethink this battle. Another grenade coming out. He's going to play it safe and use his grenades. Chase AZ away with different firepower instead of just peeking with the AR. Because you get one tapped with that hunting rifle, game over.
Yeah, it looks like he definitely wants this fight. He is going to continue to chase AZ and press the issue. And he's playing extremely aggressive. At this point, if you are going to take this fight with AZ, though, you're going to take it in the close range. You do not want to give him the opportunity to get you with that hunting rifle. And you're going to have to play close range. It does look like AZ was able to slip the fight, though, and he is going to be able to get away as one shot rolls up the hill straight into Sharp Shot. And most likely, I would expect him to take this fight as soon as he finds a spot to stash the car.
Oh, yeah. Well, one shot's now hit. He got lit, so this is going to be a full retreat, I believe. Just trying to get a heal off. Trying to get out of Sharp Shot's range, and the car is damaged at this point, too. He's going all the way down that mountain. He's retreating completely. He might run into Oliver, which he has no idea that Oliver is right on the other side of this ridge. One shot is in so much trouble. He's very low on health, and he gets pulled out of the car by Oliver. Oliver wins himself a Jeep and a nice kill on One Shot, who just went out of the frying pan into the fire. Player that we talk about a lot, Mixie, died to Cease a minute ago. Very early for Mixie, and Ribosome just went down as well.
There's 2 players. There's another player here. That was weird. It looked like there was 2 names.
Pulling a grade. There it is. It's landing right under Kemp's car. Kemp, though, rotating out. And Kemp is now completely abandoned his car. He's going to use this ridgeline. This fight is happening. Grenade comes out. Forces Cease to rotate dangerously. And now he's bleeding. Has lost his armor. He's falling all the way back. And there is that second player. There it is. Zinxie rolling in on Cease's position. Cease is now lit to about 50%. And Zinxie hears Kemp more than he hears Cease. So Zinxie might press the issue with Kemp at this point. Or just pull a little GTA. And there it is. Kemp loses his armor to Zinxie. And Zinxie with the GTA is going to bail out. Cease puts down a smoke grenade inside this cabin, and Kemp is just going to camp the outside. Oh, he's pushing the issue now with the shotgun. This is happening. Shotgun rolling into a smoke grenade. Cease hears the footsteps.
I don't think Kemp can figure out where the door is. I think he's trying to find a window and can't find it.
Camping it hard right now, and Cease rolls out the back door, hops into the Jeep, and he might bail or rotate. No, there it is. These 2 are right on top of each other. Now Kemp has a shotgun out. Cease goes down to Kemp's shotgun right as the gas was pushing in.
No reason to take that fight. I think that Cease should have rotated, actually jumped into the cop car. Taking the cop car, he would have been the faster one. Driven out, got out of the way. Gas was coming. There was no good situation. Even with the gas coming in, that fight lasting a little bit longer, you make it to the tree, you're still in a bad situation with the gas coming on.
At 30+ players remaining, do what Zinxie did. Grand Theft Auto, get out of there.
Yeah, absolutely.
He wasn't at full health. The gas was right on top of both of them. It was a very aggressive and a dangerous fight, and unfortunately he paid the price for it. Tom Dez still alive in the middle of Vishan's Peak.
A lot of players playing Vishans right now. Ryda and AZ both in there. Hansen's still in the game. We know Gwesmer's already out.
We know Mixie's out.
Ryda now fighting AZ. AZ playing from the top of the hill, actually. So though it looks like they're pretty close to each other on the map, they're actually firing really long-range shots downhill from AZ. And it looks like he's probably just dinking vehicles, just trying to take little bits of damage off of them. Hit registration, player that's been killing it recently. Gonna go down to Kempy.
Kempy's on a roll right now, just knocking players out.
Second or third kill of the game for him.
Lenara still alive as well. Another player we talk about a lot.
And AZ still has that hunting rifle on his back as well.
He's taking shots on that police car from very far away, just basically trying to eliminate vehicles. Legend goes down to Dink, and I believe that was a trade?
There was a trade and a kill there, so 2 people did trade out.
I think it was Dink and Legend just traded. Saval crossing the water. He's in the safe zone, but stuck in the river at this point. Makes his way across on foot. Has Hazy and Mitch's Gaming in the general vicinity. Saval might run right into Mitch's Gaming. Mitch's Gaming is rotated really far away from his Jeep, but he falls completely back. Might have seen Saval and decided his positioning was not exactly great. SPKB raining down shots from a nice little campsite on the hill. But even further above him, Waller and Zinxie possibly in a little firefight right now. Zinxie hopping in his police car, and he might push the issue against Waller. Waller with the AK spray against the car, though. That's going to do a ton of damage to this police car if he continues doing it. And there it is. Zinxie hops out, takes a couple of shots. Both players still in this fight. Waller takes a lot of damage, and there's a 2-tap from Zinxie. Takes him down. Waller, who was playing the aggressor there, pays for it.
I would say that Zinxie was the aggressor there. He bad positioning hop, pushing with the car, wanted the fight, took it. Personally had the option to go down, take off down the hill there, especially with your turbo shot in your car, and you can't really drive uphill. But he wanted the position, having the top position on the map, having that height advantage definitely plays into some of these late games, and he ended up, luckily for him, the situation went his way.
It was, I mean, the only thing he could possibly see was the helmet peeking over that ridgeline, so it was just 2-tap and done. Flipster, Mitch's Gaming, Kemp, all of these players way outside on the gas. Burt, Meowth, Hansen still alive, ping locked on the south side of the map. They're all going to have to start moving in soon, and a lot of shots raining out right now. Meowth in a firefight. Meowth and Hansen. Hansen on the edge of the gas. Smoke grenade goes down.
Yeah, Meowth trying to get some shots here, and Hansen not able to connect here with his AK. Throwing another smoke. Hansen appears to be throwing the smokes behind him, though, which really isn't giving him any cover whatsoever from Meowth. But Meowth does land a shot, gets him down to about 70% bleeding. Hansen going to stop to heal as Meowth decides to press this fight. As long as he can get away without getting hit and get somewhere close, he can continue to press the issue. And he's actually going to decide to continue driving through, seeing that gas coming up, not worth it. So he's doing kind of what I was talking about before. The situation isn't worth it to go in, to get that close range finish where you have the advantage is not worth, because even if you trade and you get him with the one pump, you lose your land, you go down to 25 bleeding in the gas. It's just not worth it. Meowth going to wait this one out, get ahead of the gas, and try and cut Hansen off coming into the circle.
AZ pulls off Hayes' face with the hunting rifle.
And here comes Frogbat right past Meowth on the ATV, and shots are going to come out from Meowth, and Frogbat's just going to immediately veer off. He's looking for better placement. He is not looking for a fight yet. And Hansen now also getting back into the mix, trying to throw some shots down onto Meowth and back off. He does have full heals and that new makeshift on.
Mitch's Gaming cannot forget that Hansen is still rolling behind him. He turned to face Harry Frogbat, and now he's pinched. He's lost his Jeep, and now Meowth is in the worst position possible, and he's getting rained down on by Harry Frogbat and Hansen. Meowth down to about 50% health. Hansen taking shots. Harry Frogbat taking shots. Somehow he has found some nice cover, though. Hansen rotating around to the top of the mountain. Tom Dez elsewhere gets a kill on 100 by 200. Hansen about to have a nice shot on Meowth because Meowth is facing Harry Frogbat. He takes another hit to the body, rotating around and finally finished off by Harry Frogbat. Just rough positioning, the aggression towards Frogbat, and forgetting that Hansen was on his other side, put himself into a pinch position. Now Hansen knows that Frogbat is there.
Yeah, the weird spot for him was he was out of his vehicle. He had his Jeep there. Frogbat has the opportunity, if he doesn't think he's there, to hop into his car, maybe take his Jeep. Maybe he needed to get Frogbat to leave the vicinity. Unfortunately for him, Frogbat realized once Hansen started taking some shots that he was going to be able to get a pinch play in. And
temporary alliance to take down the player in the middle. Hunting rifle shots.
Assuming.
Zinxie raining down shots on Saval, who's hiding in a smoke grenade. There was another player right on the side of this ridge, though. River right under Zinxie. And Zinxie's going to be able to rain down shots on River's position. River in a little bit of trouble, but from behind, Smexy or Saval ripped off Zinxie's armor, and now River is pushing the issue. Maybe might run right into Saval, though. 4 players here who are right on top of each other. River now chasing down Saval. Saval's in a lot of trouble. Gets hit once. River still pushing really hard. And River takes down Saval. Still has to worry about Zinxie up high. Hunting rifle rings out. River now getting flanked from behind from Smexy and gets taken down by Smexy.
Zinxie now looking to try and throw some shots on that range. I heard the hunting rifle. I'm not quite sure who has it, though. I'm wondering if maybe it was on River. And
it sounded like River.
Yeah, I'm thinking River had it, so there might be one in play there for Smexy if he decides to loot. Smitty coming into a weird spot. I'm not sure if he's aware that Smexy's down there still or not, but he's putting himself in the middle of a huge opportunity to get pinched. Car on fire, gets tagged in the car. He's just going to go down with it. He's given up. And Plastic getting the assist there on Smitty. Not sure where from, but Plastic also landed himself a shotgun kill at the same time as that assist. And Oliver going to go down to Tom Dez. And we're down to 11. Next kill is going to bring us to our top 10.
We're down to 11, and we still have some of the top players like Hansen, Lenara, Tom Dez left alive. They have to be favorites to win at this point. Zinxie, though, has been rocking this position ever since he made the aggressive push. Buffalo takes down Burt from behind. Burt thought he was covered by those smoke grenades. Was not, and now he's getting pushed by Lenara. Lenara right on top of Buffalo's position. Rains some shots into that smoke, and Buffalo goes down to a headshot from Lenara. Hansen with a kill on Kemp as well. Lenara, Hansen, and Tom Dez all getting kills in this top 10.
Buffalo forgetting that you can see people when they're bleeding through the smoke. You can see that animation, and Tom Dez going to go down to the explosion from Hansen, the one person he does not want to kill him. And Hansen going to eliminate Tom Dez in 8th place, and we're now down to the top 7. Lenara and Hansen still in this, both players that are in our top 10 list, and I do believe they're the last 2 that are from our current leaderboard. At least top 10.
That hunting rifle is back into play. F America runs right over Hansen's position, rolls his Jeep, and now he's getting lit up. Loses his armor. He's down to about 25% health. One more shot ought to take him out unless he puts on makeshift. Molly comes out. That's going to catch him. That's right on his position. Another Molly comes out, and America is in a lot of trouble. Gets taken down by Hansen. Hansen is on a rampage. AZ down to about 50% health. Gets knocked down to one shot. It's either going to be Zinxie or Hansi to take down AZ. AZ, though, still with the hunting rifle. Another Molly comes out. Hansen just raining that fire down from the mountain. AZ at about 10% health now. He's got to be working on a heal at this point. Hansen losing his armor to Lenara, and if these two Titans fight, it's going to be a good one. Both of them at about 60% health. AZ healing back up at about 40% now, and rising.
Yeah, AZ's going to be able to get that full heal off. Plastic in the back as well coming up on Hansen. Hansen probably in the worst position to get the win right now. He's in the middle of about 4 or 5 people. Plastic going to step up with ease and absolutely demolish his face. Plastic going to get tagged once, twice there. Goes down to about 75. Lenara now getting fired on by Smexy. And Lenara is down to absolute one hit. Has to stop to heal. Plastic needs to find AZ who's down below as Smexy goes down to Zinxie.
Lenara got down to 4% health just then. Plastic, if Plastic wasn't so concerned with healing, he has Zinxie's backside right now, but Zinxie is pushing really hard into Lenara. Lenara in a lot of trouble at 18% health. Zinxie just afraid to push that smoke grenade, just rotating around the top of this ridge, and Plastic with 3 Qs finally sees Zinxie. Not taking a shot yet. AZ at the bottom of the mountain, and Lenara is pushed out of that smoke without full health, and is about to run right into AZ's line of sight and Plastic's line of sight. This is danger zone for Lenara. Explosions ringing out. Zinxie pushing up to the top of the mountain against Lenara. Lenara lit really badly against Shotgun Blast ringing out. Takes down Lenara in 4th place. And now AZ is pushing that fight, understanding that Zinxie is probably injured with the 2-tap firing uphill. And we have our final 2.
I expect the push to come from Plastic here immediately. He knows that this fight just happened. This gas circle is going to force AZ to move. AZ in a really rough spot. He needs to heal. He's going to be forced into the open against Plastic as this gas starts pushing him right now. This is a terrible position for AZ. I 100% expect this game to go to Plastic if he can connect a few bullets, but he's not looking that direction. And AZ trying to step up, gets tagged once as Plastic turns around and lands his first shot, and AZ pushing down the hill now to find a spot to heal up. He's still going to be in the gas at that point, though. The gas is going to hit him. Plastic needs to close the distance now and get that aggression on him to keep him from being able to get any heals off.
Hunting rifle goes out, and Plastic is now injured. AZ having to push out of the gas. Plastic back at the ridgeline that he's been hiding at this entire time. Flash stun grenade comes out. AZ is not blind, though. He pushes really hard, and Plastic gets taken down. GG, your winner of Game 1, Epsilon AZ.
Yo, GG AZ. AZ taking down Game 1 with the turnaround. I think that Plastic wasn't aggressive enough there. He had the opportunity to press that fight. You've hit him a few times. You know he's healing. You know he's stuck on the edge of the gas, and he chose to back up off of him. Press the fight. Keep the pressure on him. Don't give him that opportunity to roll those heals and get that sniper out to take that shot. I think that he was too late on the push.
Epsilon AZ with a big push out of the gas to take out Plastic and win Game 1. The sniper shot destroyed Plastic and allowed AZ to become the aggressor and take the game. Before Game 2 starts, be sure to visit our sponsors, World's Best Gaming and Aporia Customs, in the links in the description below. Now, let's bring in Game 2.
I also like seeing players accidentally on top of each other, just coming over a ridge. And all of the players are now parachuting in. A very big spread, not as much concentration around PV, although a lot of the players are flying in that direction. Let's jump on board over at the crane where Nalin has taken the police car from avoiding. Hazy coming in late. We're going to have a little battle here between Hazy or Hayes and avoiding very soon. Both of these players just hoping they get a decent gun. Mitch's Gaming killed by the environment. Cease takes down Ledzen very early. And avoiding.
Comes out with only a Magnum here. Hayes up top. Hayes pop back that AR, start firing. Boyd, he gets a shotgun, but gets eaten up. Gonna go down there early. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get a better weapon out of that first warehouse. Hayes is gonna be able to try and get this Jeep, but it looks like Nalin might try to make a play here.
And hit registration, taking out Cease with a shotgun.
Hit reg, somebody that went down who we've seen be very consistent into that top 20 position. I think he went down a little early that last game. And we've got Hayes here who grabs himself the car and starts looting. He's definitely heard Nalin drive by. He's aware of where he's at. And it looks like Nalin is gonna just loot these outside little areas outside of this new POI.
Yeah, I think Nalin knows that the crane is owned by Hayes. I don't think he's going to try to push at all.
I don't think he has a reason to.
These players are very spread right now.
All of Ranchito.
Get Rich and Style own Ranchito right now. There's, what, 4 players in Cranberry? There's a huge spread right now. A lot of players playing a lot of small POIs as well on the outside. So this gas circle, this first gas circle, is probably going to be trouble for a lot of players since they're so spread out so wildly across the map. We didn't have anybody in Harris Bluffs last match. We have Eclipser, Remix 2-Tap, What the Flex, America at the cabins around Dragon Lake. I mean, this is spread. Lenara has a vehicle rolling in Nalin's direction. Nalin, we know, is looted from those outside campers. Decides to maybe posture up a little bit on Lenara, and Lenara's playing aggressive. And there comes the spin. Lenara hops out, takes some shots on the Nalin. Nalin trying to get away as best he can. Smitty goes down elsewhere. And Nalin, rotates back into Lenara's position. Takes shots right now on Lenara's Jeep. Grenade comes out. Lenara rotating around. This is a very close range fight at this point. Lenara ripping shots into Nalin. Nalin is low, but Lenara loses a helmet, and Lenara goes down very early after extreme aggression against Nalin, taking 56th place after gaining points last game against Tom Dez.
Unlike Lenara, Lenara is usually somebody that we've seen playing to make that late game get those points, but for some reason really wanted to fight. I don't know if didn't feel that there's going to be enough areas to get loot, if everything's been hit, maybe wants to just secure themselves some loot off somebody. I'm not sure what Lenara was looking for there, but the hop in the open without your vehicle, when you came up with the left side of your car, you had the option to position your car and use it for cover, to just play completely open while Nalin gets his vehicle. Ended up being the end of it.
Gave Nalin all the cover. I mean, Lenara was the one who initiated the chase, who hopped out first and initiated the shots. And then the very aggressive push with an AR against somebody who's in cover, that was, I'll say, uncharacteristic of Lenara. And now Lenara is going to lose out on all the points gained from game 1 against Hansen and Tom Dez. And, I mean, even Guesmer, who's still alive.
Yeah.
It was a risk.
Space on Guesmer. Needs to hope that Guesmer goes down early enough to not get any placement points. Hayes here, down 1 shot at the start of this fight against Harry Frogbat at 75, healing up. Harry Frogbat playing this tree, Molotov in hand. Gonna jump throw. It's gonna barely connects, gets the fire burn onto Hayes, but Hayes is going to get in the vehicle and drive away. Not sure if he got the bleed off yet. We'll see what happens here.
It sounds like a chase is happening. Hayes is getting chased right now.
Chase. I'm just trying to see if we can find some blood spatter. That car is starting to smoke a little, and Harry Frogbat, aggressive as ever in the chase here, definitely doesn't want to give up this fight with Hayes, but it looks like Hayes' health is going up or has at least stabilized.
And he's also got the faster car, so Harry Frogbat in this chase, I imagine at some point he's just going to give up chase unless Hayes decides to jump out and just start firing on Harry Frogbat.
Hayes has stabilized at 75, so
yeah,
just needs to get a big enough gap that Harry Frogbat can't get some shots while he gets a heal or two off.
I mean, Harry Frogbat is still in this chase. I'm not sure what his goals are, but it looks like he is now caught up to Hayes, who stopped to heal. AK shots ringing on that police car, doing more damage to the car. Crust getting taken out by Zinxie. Zinxie, I believe, was our kill leader last game, so already getting an early kill. 52 players remain, and Zinxie's got 1 under his belt. Icency in the relative area of Harry Frogbat as well, and there it is. Shots coming out on Harry Frogbat. Harry Frogbat is bleeding and still trying to chase down Hayes.
I expect Frogbat to stop very soon. There's no way that Frogbat thinks that Hayes is still driving at 75 health bleeding. Him having that thought in his head yet. He needs to just get far enough away to heal himself up now, and he's gonna stop, and that's gonna give Hayes all the time in the world to get away.
First gas ring is coming in, and we have bottom half Spence Hills, middle Humperdinck Reserve. Again, all of those players out in the Harris Bluffs region are gonna have to start moving eventually, especially if they don't have a car. Some shots ringing out, and Zinxie is down to about 40% health. Burt chasing, and bombs coming in, and Burt very lucky.
All 3 bombs over the top of all 3 of them. All 3 get missed. I am
Danger
mind
zone.
boggled.
That was scary.
3 enter, 3 leave. It just what?
I mean, we don't.
Arclager, you missed.
He's coming back. He's coming back for more, and these players are still in the general vicinity. Zinxie able to heal up. Those bombs literally saved his life. Burt sounds like he's right under the plane again. He's leaving as fast as he can, and he's got plenty of distance.
Blake's aim is really off today.
We'll have to send him a tweet later.
Hashtag picture game.
Shots ringing out. Sounded like Burt firing on Tiger, and Tiger now hops. Returns fire at Burt. Both of these players just kind of playing that game where maybe they'll try to land a shot and then do a chase, or they're just firing shots into each other's car. Tiger now firing shots into Zinxie's police car. Zinxie.
Tiger hates all vehicles.
He does.
It's not his own. All of them.
Bombs coming in again, and Tiger's going to try to park inside the garage to escape these explosions. They were close, but he is safe. Britt now on Zinxie. These 3 players are just rotating back and forth on top of each other and just ripping into each other's vehicles.
Somebody please shoot the other one in the body.
Land a shot.
Request from the casters, please.
Just one. One shot.
One opportunity.
Take everything you've got.
I'm stepping out of this one.
All right. 803 and Mosin right on top of each other. Mom spaghetti.
Heavy.
Mosin using the building as cover. Dropped his gun, and now 803 has his backside, and this fight is happening. Mosin gets a car as cover. 803 using the rundown truck and just trying to take these peek shots. Gas grenade comes in. Mosin dips through the building, and now he is on the front end of the Valley Wellness Health Clinic. 803 on the back end. They're now rotating the Smed Bucks. 803 pushed through the clinic, and Mosin pushed around the backside of the coffee shop.
Yeah.
So now these players have no idea where the other is.
803 completely misplayed that. Let's go back and check out where he's at right now. This barrel here, with him taking cover, he had the opportunity to get some damage out of that barrel onto him. It wouldn't have killed him. Could have done some severe damage, though, and then pressed and had the fight and been ahead with his makeshift and possibly taking that close-up fight inside to finish it.
I think with all of the areas that Mosin had to fall away, it was just a waste of a gas grenade. It was a weird, like, zoning gas grenade. Like, he didn't necessarily want to push. I'm not sure what it was. It was definitely a misplay on my
The
part
only
as
places
well.
that they're going to go, and that gas nade prevents you from continuing the chase.
Exactly.
So unless you drop the nade behind him and force him to run into you, which he's probably just going to run through and heal out on the other side anyways, I just don't see the point. And Afro getting lit up as he attempts to loot his kill. Shots come out from Hayes.
Afro very low right now.
Going to be able to dip out of there. Makes it far enough away that Hayes isn't going to take any more shots.
Kingley, what the flex. Oliver, animated, all in the gas right now. SPKB around Bubba's position. Bubba actually has a nice spot if he wants to hang out there, but it looks like he's rotating away from the roadblock. The roadblocks can be used. I mean, you have cover in every single direction. You can rotate around them pretty safely if you're getting pinched. The roadblocks, I've seen a lot of players like to hang out around those and just defend the position, basically. Tom Des in a fight with Tiger. Elsewhere, ping-locked FPS goes down early to Big K. 48 players remain. Tom in no danger of dying right now. He has his car. He is in the middle of the safe zone. He's fine. Bert and Zinxie right on top of each other. Zinxie taking shots on Bert's vehicle. And these guys are still in this exact same area. And finally, Bert goes down. I'm sure Zinxie is very excited to finally get the kill on that one. They were the ones that were dancing around the explosions earlier.
Yeah, he's gonna net himself a ton of materials here. Smoke nades, flashbangs, throwables, AR. He had the work, so a lot of loot there for him to pick up. And Zinxie,
he's got all plastic with 3 Qs. Second place in the last game goes down to Tiger's shotgun. Like Ryda about to get in a little bit of an engagement. Hansen on foot on the outside, and there it is, Ryda, and Remix can't two-tap. Can't two-tap using this ridge line. Ryda using the rock, but he's rotating down into the water, and can't two-tap has now traded places with him. Ryda now is the backside, decides not to shoot.
Ryda wants this fight. He's definitely after, and Afro finally goes down, and he goes down to Bubba J, and shots are ringing out from Tiger, who's been very aggressive. He seems to have been in all these driving fights. He's playing them very very coy, very cat and mouse, kind of get a couple shots, dip out, get a couple shots, dip out. He's been in a lot.
I think he just wants to wear down cars. I don't think he necessarily wants to get in a real fight.
He doesn't like hurting people. He's very angry against mechanical items, though. Not a fan of it.
Soupsers in the airstrip area, about to be right on top of Gwesmer. Friendly honk of the horn, and they move past each other. Hit registration drops a kill on Sharp Shot with a shotgun. Can't two-tap, firing shots onto Gwesmer's vehicle. Doesn't land. Gwesmer still alive. 42 players remain. You know he doesn't want to go down this early again.
Right, I'm gonna die to Taiga there.
Gas moving in again, and we're gonna have this is actually a familiar safe zone for the end of the game. I think players are pretty used to playing out in this area. It's not on one of the crazy edges. It's not gonna be on the top of a mountain.
Pretty standard inning. The first circle's shifted out a little bit farther than it would have been on the original design for this map with the new changes, but it is going to bump out just a little bit for that first one. So we'll see if maybe we get a farther right or eastern side pull of this final circles. And Bubba J going to take out Steel.
That's an early death for Style. Early death for him. More shots coming in. Snotty
by Nallen there. Loses his makeshift. Takes one to the body. Goes down to about 75. Bleeding. Staying in the fight, though. Just in the pocket. Finally gets a connection into Nallen with support from SPKB. Nallen now down to 75. Snotty at one shot. Nallen going to clean that one up with the assist from SP.
Snotty did not want to fall out of that. He stood right out in the open the whole time and just
didn't have a choice.
Squared up against Nallen. I guess because SPKB's over there on the side.
His only option was to basically play one or the other, and he had better opportunity for shots on Nallen than he did on SP.
Nallen playing with a small rock away from his Jeep. And now Nallen wants to grab the loot that he just earned and has nice cover from SPKB as well. Elsewhere, Mosin Strikes takes down 803. With a shotgun blast. A lot of shotgun kills happening right now. Hansen and Animated right on top of each other.
Tiger chasing. Tiger's been chasing a lot of fights down. We'll see if he continues that. Momanit's going to go down to Hessen as Kempy takes out Zaval, and Meowth goes down to an explosion.
And there it is. Tiger just raining those shots down Hansen's position. Hansen is lit as well. Tiger might be pushing right now.
Tiger's definitely going to push this. His car's pretty lit up from Animated up top.
Hansen's in a lot of trouble right now. He just rotated towards that grenade. No, just short. Hansen's along the ridgeline, chucking grenades into the smoke. Has to imagine that Tiger wanted to push, but
he was trying to bait him into that. He was definitely playing the smoke nade to feint that he might have been there and kind of pulling back, trying to get them to chase into him so that he could blindly just kind of AoE the area.
And that's a move of an experienced and good player. Hansen, second place right now for CA. Putting the smoke grenade down and not standing in it, but rotating back and baiting out those nades. That was genius. Meanwhile, he's just along the ridgeline on the water in no danger at all. That's smart.
Anytime you can set something up a couple steps ahead and try and get somebody to play into you, and your worst case scenario is that you get away, the downfall is that you live. It's worth it to usually make those types of plays. Tiger going to go for a long-range nade here. It's right at the end of the distance, as you can see. Right about 50, 55 to 60 meters, right at that range where it makes it in. Animated down to about 50.
He landed that shotgun
go out
blast.
the window, makes it out front. Tiger on the chase, spraying shots.
Ooh, and not very sportsmanlike. Animated gets taken out by Tiger. And Tiger playing very, very aggressive against everyone he sees. He wants these fights. Ooh, we just watched Mosin Strikes blow up J-Zerf's vehicle. J-Zerf staying with the vehicle. He loved it. That was his first Jeep that he ever bought, and he did not want to get rid of it.
Yeah, Mosin here in a little bit of a rough spot. He's somewhere between Hansen and Kemp, but Kemp doesn't appear to be firing on Mosin. He appears to be firing on Hansen. Mosin taking hits from the blind fire of Hansen.
Elsewhere, Zinxie gets another kill. He is a slayer today. Bubba J gets taken out by S. Brown with an assist from League Brothers.
That drops us below 30 players, down to 29 here. Just a little over halfway through the match. Firing.
Kemp. Harry Frogbat taking down Buffalo elsewhere as well. Kemp is firing into the smoke of Mosin, but Mosin is rotated out of the smoke, and now Kemp is wide out in the open, but does not get tagged. Hansen also included in this fight. These three are just kind of poking at each other, and Mosin is now pushing towards Kemp's location at those campers. He's out in the open, and Kemp is hiding inside a camper, tagged a little bit and healing up. And Mosin, this is dangerous. What a grenade. It's come out. Did it go inside? No, it didn't. It's right off the wall. That one might have gone inside, though, and Kemp knows it. He pushes out, loses his helmet. Kemp is in big trouble. Shotgun blast come out. Mosin takes down Kemp, and now Hansen is trying to play a little cleanup duty. Mosin finding the cover. He's getting hit by Hansen and Tiger. Tiger in another fight.
Tiger taking any fight he can find. He just wants to throw. That is all that man wants to do, is just throw shots. Mosin can step up, hearing Fab come out, firing onto Tiger. Might look for this shot. Fab actually damaged from something. Not quite sure what hits he took. Kemp a little bit happier with the GG man than Animated was.
That's good. That's what I like to hear. Fab just still ripping shots on Mosin's position. Tiger, who is down to about 50% now, is rotated out. And Mosin is now between Hansen and Fab. He's down to about 40. Mosin just needs a couple more shots, and he's going to go down. That Jeep has exploded. Now he's stuck at the tree line, and he is in a lot of trouble. He has a smoke grenade out. He's down to one tat. And there it is. Fab, with a little help from his friend Hansen, takes down Mosin.
Mosin in another situation trying to get a smoke nade while pinched down low. Not going to be able to pull that maneuver off twice this game. Hansen ends him with a little help from his friends.
And now Hansen posturing up against Fab. Fab is pushing through that field towards the rock, and Hansen has not opened on him yet. There it is. Finally the opening, but too late. Honestly, he should have opened sooner, and now Hansen pushes out of his cover and loses his armor. Opened too late, pushed out too far. Fab now jump peeking on his rock. He's peeking the top, he's peeking the left, peeking the right.
96 meters out, he's not going to be able to get a nade onto it.
It's a smoke. Hansen's a smart player. We saw this from earlier. He's rotating way out to the side, though, and Fab is just keeping up with him.
Flagger going to drop to Oliver's Kobe there.
Hansen loses another armor. Tiger elsewhere. Captain, aggressive, takes down River, who is getting pinched by Tiger and Heston. Hansen now firing shots on Fab, who is way out in the open. Fab, who had to rotate around to get around Hansen's smoke grenade, now has no cover, trying to make his way to the next rock, and he makes it, but he is lit.
See how this one plays out. Gassing out Hansen's back. He's going to have to keep smoking. He might want to just multi-smoke a couple times. Hansen loses his makeshift in the gas. Gets down to 75. Gas on top of him. Fab just trying to keep him stuck in there, playing the edge. We'll see if he can outrun this. He's actually running not quite with the gas. Look, the gas is going to hit him if he doesn't change course a little bit there.
And he might just leave Hansen at this point and say, you know what? You're bleeding. I've taken off, what, 3 of your armors at this point? I'm going to make it into the safe zone. And if you want to try to come up from behind me, I'm going to just sit here and pinch you in the safe zone. Look how far out Hansen is. Look how far out hit registration is. Ice and Sea getting rained down on from TomDez. He's also in the gas. 21 players remain, and we have a lot of names left in this battle. Sides getting taken out by the grenade of S. Brown. Threw it straight down off of that mountain, and there's TomDez right near Ice and Sea's position outside of that gas. Remix can't 2-tap, gets taken out by Arclegger. And was TomDez being pushed up the mountain over there?
Let's go back and take a look. I don't think he's being pushed up. He's just on the edge, unless there's a name that's not.
No, it looks like he's all alone there. I think he's looking for Ice and Sea, to be honest, who was in this general area but might have fallen down the mountain. Or did he kill him?
Not sure if he killed him.
Ice and Sea's dead.
Yeah, so it looks like TomDez probably got Ice and Sea or, who was it, S. Brown up here?
Hit registration in the gas at 13 health. Hit registration might choke on gas very soon if he doesn't get out. 11%, 10%. Hit registration in a lot of trouble right now. He's made the top 20, but this still isn't going to be good for him points-wise. And there it goes. Hit reg chokes on toxic gas in 19th position. He can't be happy with that. Hansen down to about 38% as well. He's choking on that gas from when he was stuck in there earlier. Zinxie and Eclipse are in a little bit of a battle over here. TomDez takes out Heston with a nice shot to the face. Zinxie with the assist. TomDez now rotating around on Zinxie, and Zinxie is firing on TomDez's vehicle, and he's going to get out of there. Hansen has maintained his health at about 20%, but I think he's still in that gas from his fight earlier. All of these players right now with the vehicles, they're all staying mobile, rotating around each other and taking shots when they can. Fab taking shots on Mixie's position, and Mixie decides to hop out. He's saying, hey, Fababa, or
calling him Fab.
Fab, you want to take shots on my vehicle? I'll take shots on your body.
And we have a Car 1 Z1 game officially here.
Only on that side of the map. On the other side of the map, we have a lot of players who actually also have vehicles. You're right. Shotgun blast coming out in League Brothers' general direction.
The gas nade actually takes out Subsers.
League Brothers about to go down to Oliver. If he can land a shot, he's trying to get in the way in the police car, but he's on fire, and he's going to be in the middle of literally everyone. He has no health. There is nowhere that League Brothers can go. There it is. League Brothers gets blown up. Hansen could never recover from that fight earlier. Chokes on toxic gas. Unfortunate. He can't be happy with that, especially since TomDez is still alive. Nallen taken down by S. Brown. Tiger still playing as aggressive as ever. Finally loses his vehicle, and he's going to be pushing on Mixie's position right now.
Yeah, Tiger coming up into the smoke nade of Mixie. He's going to see Mixie come out in the vehicle and start trying to put some damage back into Mixie's vehicle, try and return the favor, but he is going to be out of a cop car and stuck on foot until he can find another car. Eclipse are going to get taken out by Gwesmer's shotgun inside the bathrooms here. Gwesmer looking to try and maybe, this is where he typically picks up speed. SPKB hopping onto Tiger. We'll see if this fight goes into a shotgun battle. It is. It's SPKB going to land 2 back-to-back shotguns. Drops Tiger there, and Tiger whiffs it.
Tiger was a beast all game, but SPKB put an end to that very quickly with just 2 taps with the shotgun. When Tiger lost his vehicle, it put him in a big, big deficit with how aggressive he was playing. 11 players remain. We're just 1 out of our top 10. Let's see who's going to fall just short of the bubble. A lot of shots ringing out, but there's also a lot of people just driving around in the open area, not wanting to hop out. S. Brown a little bit injured from Harry Frogbat. This battle seems to be happening, and Mixie's has hopped out, but he's also getting flanked by TomDez. TomDez ran shots into Mixie's. Mixie's goes down to Harry Frogbat and S. Brown, trying to rotate up the hill to try to find some cover, but Harry Frogbat's right on top of him. A second kill, a double kill out of Harry Frogbat. 9 players remain.
That gas is just ever slowly edging on TomDez. It looks like it just stopped. What the Flex, winner of Game 3 from Tuesday's cast. Looks like he's got a card in fairly decent condition for the end game. Wesmer gonna go down to Promethean. Zinxie gonna take out Promethean then, and Zinxie holding down his bathroom.
That was
Refusing to give that up.
wild little trade in those bathrooms. 3 players just colliding right on top of each other. Shotgun blast going out, and there was a quick fight too. Those players went down in 1 or 2 shots. More shots coming on to Harry Frogback's position from Tom Dez. Tom Dez is figuring he has to take out Harry Frogback if he wants to try to rotate into the safe zone. Still, players hanging around this bathroom area. Zinxie, What the Flex off in the distance. Tom Dez stuck at the rock, and Harry Frogback is just pinning him down. Tom Dez can't be happy with that.
Shots ringing out on all sides here. Fab raining down into What the Flex. What the Flex going to lose his vehicle. What the Flex in the spot that if he has to cross the open due to the gas is going to have to spend some smoke nades, and has done that already. He realized early he needs to get out of there, and he starts smoking himself up towards some trees for cover. Harry Frogbat also down below 50. The shots start ringing out again. Harry Frogbat, I believe, is raining shots into Oliver. I don't think he knows that Zinxie's here. Zinxie hasn't moved, and this is going to end badly. Harry Frogbat going to get one pumped in the back by Zinxie. Close the door, act like it never happened.
Oh,
And Fab definitely heard
Fab
it.
knows it happened. Fab knows exactly what happened. And Fab, if he has a gas grenade right now, the perfect place would be right on that door. Pin Zinxie in there. Zinxie would be able to heal through it, of course, but at least put the fear in Zinxie. Tom Dez injured on the edge of the gas. Oliver firing shots into his smoke grenade. More shots ringing out, and he's using a tent as cover, which it's one of those things you wouldn't expect because you can shoot through a tent.
Tents don't work too well.
Fab and What the Flex in a little bit of a fight. Fab has the back of What the Flex, but What the Flex is fully aware, using that tree as cover, but he gets taken down by a silent grenade from Tom Dez. It sounded like an AR.
Tom Dez is just that good. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I think it has something to do with the spectate cam. A grenade probably hit and killed him, and he was doing the fire off the grenade to try and get the finish just in case. And helmet off for Fab as Tom fires onto him. He's also getting sprayed into by Zinxie as Zinxie steps out of the bathroom for the first time to see what daylight looks like again. And Tom Dez goes down to about 25. He is at 1 shot.
It was a
Needs to hold
nade.
this.
A nade landed right near Tom Dez. He has a 2-hit Lammy. Zinxie with another shotgun blast takes down Oliver, and we're at our final 3.
Zinxie trying to make this rotation on Tom. Tom's going to see him. That smoke nade, he's about to get shot in the back by Fab, though. Tom just steps up, not able to get the finish. Zinxie wins that one. Fab, quick work of him, gets the helmet with the assist from Tom.
GG goes to Fab, the winner of Game 2.
GG, man.
Fab taking down game 2. Well done, well played. GG to everyone today. Unfortunately today, guys, we will not be having a game 3 because it crashed right at the end. Thank you, Daybreak Games. You are the winner of game 3 today. I'm Goof, and I'm out. I'll see you guys next time.